Liverpool, the reigning Premier League champions. And they've just been destroyed again.
This is becoming serious now, because this feeling is becoming a habit that Liverpool just can't kick. It's 9 defeats in 12 games, the worst run of form since November 1953.
Another 3-0 defeat, their third 3-0 loss of the season. And it's not even Christmas. 12th in the league, same points as Manchester United, below Sunderland. And Virgil van Dijk, he looks like a man who knows the season is already gone. But here's the real shock. Everything traces back to 3 transfers, 3 decisions that tore this team apart from the inside. And the Luis Díaz sale to Bayern, that wasn't just a mistake, it was the beginning of the end. Liverpool have conceded 8 goals in the Champions League, more than any English club this season. This isn't a slump, it's the implosion of a champion. And the truth behind it will floor you. It started with Luis Díaz, a player who didn't just dribble past defenders, he dragged Liverpool forward when everything else froze. Without him, games that used to tilt Liverpool's way now stay stuck, static, predictable. Díaz created disorder, and in modern football, controlled chaos is priceless. Lose that, and you lose the edge. Then came the midfield overhaul. Big names, big fees, big expectations. But football isn't played on spreadsheets. Liverpool lost their captains, their talkers, their organizers. What they gained was talent, but talent without chemistry becomes confusion. Opponents now run through the middle of the pitch like they're late for a meeting, and Liverpool can't stop them. Not anymore. The defense used to be Europe's tightest lock. Now it's a door left half open. Van Dijk looks human. Konate looks exhausted, and every mistake looks fatal. A backline can't function without trust, without protection, without communication. Right now, Liverpool have none of that. This season feels like a manager trying to solve a puzzle while the pieces keep changing shape. Systems shift, formations rotate, players are moved into roles that don't suit them, and a team that once lived on clarity now suffocates under confusion. The touchline looks tense. The players look unsure. Every decision feels heavier than the last. Confidence is a fragile thing. It disappears quietly and returns slowly. For Liverpool, it's gone. You can see it in the hesitation before every pass, the silence after every goal conceded, the way shoulders drop the moment something goes wrong. This is a team playing with fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of criticism, fear of living up to their own history. And fear is the quickest way to kill a champion. The warning signs were always there. The aging core, the overloaded seasons, the emotional toll of chasing Manchester City year after year. Liverpool were running on adrenaline, not sustainability. The squad was stretched, the style was demanding, and the margins were shrinking. When Díaz left, when the midfield changed, when the defense cracked, those were the triggers, but the foundation was already shaking. This collapse didn't happen overnight. It happened in moments, in decisions, in risks that didn't pay off. And by the time the season started, the fall was already in motion. All that needed was a push. Liverpool's fall wasn't bad luck. It wasn't one bad signing. It wasn't one bad month. It was a chain reaction. A storm that built slowly, then hit all at once. Triggered by transfers, magnified by tactics, finished by psychology. Champions rise, champions fall. But this collapse, this one will be studied for years. Because sometimes the loudest disasters begin with the quietest decisions. And if you want the real story behind what's happening inside that dressing room, the tension, the conversations, the players turning on each other, make sure you hit subscribe. Drop a comment with your thoughts. The truth gets darker from here.